Hey y'all, happy Monday. Now look, I put out a poll and like 60-some% of y'all said y'all wanted this vlog. So make sure you watch it. Okay. So today, I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store, but y'all remember this? Remember that? I'm gonna stop at the bank first. So I'm out here with my Jehovah Jireh shirt on and my skank shorts. Yep. So if Holy and Hood was a person, honey, that's me, child. That's me, because these skank shorts, let me tell you about these shorts, child. Let me get in the car. Oh my gosh, that thing is so heavy. Let me pop back in when I get in the car. All right, y'all, we getting ready to go to Walmart. But what y'all want to hear about first? This or these skank shorts? I'll tell you about the skank shorts first. So last month, a guy friend and myself had planned to go to a WNBA game. And so the WNBA, the Chicago Sky, they play downtown Chicago, like McCormick Place, I think. No, they have their own. It's like Wintrust Stadium, but we had to park at McCormick, whatever. Y'all know how confusing Chicago is. So anyway, I was looking for something to wear because he's the type of person, like, we go to a game and he'll want to walk around downtown. And so I wanted something like light and cool, like something comfortable. Like, these shorts are very comfortable, honey, but my thighs are out. And I was like, let me not wear these shorts, child. So this is the first day I'm wearing them. I'm just running to the store in the skank shorts, child. I was like, I cannot even wear these. I hope my man of God ain't down here looking for me today, child, because these shorts are not going to pass the holiness test, I don't think. So all my woman of Godness is sticking out of these shorts. So we trying to go. Anyway, we're going to Walmart. And so y'all wanted this low income, what I do in a week video. So here it is. So my every paycheck, so I get paid twice a month. So out of each paycheck, I take $100 out for groceries, because I think my food budget is the easiest like line item for me to overspend in. So I just take that money out the bank. When that money is gone, it is gone. It is gone. If I have to turn things down, I just turn it down. Like, I can't, because my money is gone. So what I usually do is I split the $100 up over like into $50. So some weeks I need more things, and so I might spend a little more, and some weeks I need less things. Like, maybe I'm just supplementing what I already have in my fridge, freezer, and pantry. So this week is more of like a supplemental week. So I'm not getting a lot of heavy things. Like, I'm not getting a whole lot of. I'm not. So I'm not gonna like take y'all in the store necessarily, but I will show you what I got once I get back home. So if y'all have been here for a while, y'all remember this. This is my change bank. I think I'm at the point where I want to take it to the bank right now and like cash it in. And it's like a digital counter. So it counts your money digitally if you put the coins in like one at a time, and then it'll show you up here how much is in here. So it say I got $107.77. I don't know that's accurate, only because one day I went and took my car to the car wash to like vacuum it out. It's one of those places like where you pull in and you do the work. And it only had like a coin. I didn't remember if it only took coins or if I could use my card. So I took coins, and I know I grabbed a handful of quarters out of here, and then whatever I didn't use, I put back, but I didn't like put it back in individually. So it could be, so the amount that is telling me could be wrong. I think it's probably a little under. I do feel like I'm at, what is it? I do feel like I have $100 in here. So whatever this is, I have tithed off of it already. So whatever this amount is, I'm gonna put towards my car loan. So if it's $100, it's $100. It's $100 more than I would have been paying. It is hot. It is hot. Okay, and so we're gonna go to the bank first and turn this in. And so I have a online bank and I have a brick and mortar bank. So I'm going to the brick and mortar bank to put this in, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, so I'll probably see you guys again. No, I'll check in after the bank so I can tell y'all how much was in here, and then I'll see y'all again when I get back home. and talk about like what I'm eating this week. It is too hot to just eat. Like, I think I might get a watermelon too. That's not on my list. I always make a list. I always have a handwritten list when I go to the store. I remember somebody some years ago mentioning on their YouTube channel like that they didn't want people making fun of them because they had a list. And so I was like, oh, is that not a thing anymore? Because I know growing up, my mom and my dad both always had a list when they went to the store. And so I just thought like that's what people did when they went to the store. But this girl was, and she was a young girl. I don't know why I like went by what she was talking about. But and so I tried going to the store without a list. I came home with so many things that just didn't go together. Like, it didn't even go together. And I had to order some food. I was like, this is a mess. So I always make a list. A watermelon is not on my list, but I probably need to put it on my list. Especially since I'm going to Walmart, because our Walmart, their produce is pretty good. I'm not really shopping around today. Usually I would go to Walmart or Aldi, but I don't think I need anything from Aldi. I mean, sure, I can get things from Aldi like creamer, but if like most of my grocery shopping is not at Aldi, then I'm probably not gonna go. And I don't really like Aldi's produce. I don't know why. I feel like it goes bad really quickly. So anyway, we're on our way, so I'll see y'all after I go to the bank. Whoops. Okay, are y'all ready for the reveal? So it's actually a little off in direction, but it was actually pretty accurate. It was so funny because the lady asked me, she was like, how much did it tell you that it has in there? So I told her, and she was like, let's see if it's accurate. So actually I was a few cents under. It's $107.87. So there we are. So that $107 is going into my car loan. I think it's available now. You know how banks are, like stuff don't be available, but I put the cash directly in there, so it should be available for me to just go ahead and pay that when I get home. So I'm gonna try to do that as soon as I get home. Yep. And I don't really keep that much money in that bank. I have that bank, that's like my just in case bank, you know, and they don't have like where you have to like have a minimum. I hate banks that make you have a minimum amount, like that make you keep like $500 in the bank. I'm like, you trying to tell me that there's going to be $500 that I can't use, or you're going to like charge me money every day for not having that balance in there? I don't like that. And so this bank is not like that, and then my online bank is not like that. And I thought about looking into Ally for my online bank. I have a different one right now, but we'll see. But yeah, on to Walmart, y'all. On to Walmart. Hey y'all, we are back from the store. I'm gonna show you real quick what I bought. Of course, y'all have seen the watermelon when I put it in the trunk. How many of y'all like wash your watermelon like with soap and water when you get it home? That's what I do. Before I put it in the fridge, I gotta wash it down, like give it a whole bath, because watermelons be dirty. All right, let me get my other groceries. Alright, so the only things that weren't on my list were the watermelon and the Outshine bars. I think everything else was on my list. So let's just go through real quick so I can get my Outshine bars in the freezer. So I bought these Bobo's PB&J, a strawberry and a grape. They taste like peanut butter and jelly, but like the topping is like it's like soft baked. It's really good. You find it in like the granola bar aisle. These are such a good snack, and I remember during summer school, this is what I brought with me for like lunch. I didn't really eat lunch. I just like had a snack. I would have like one of these, and then maybe some cheese and summer sausage and like a drink. That's all I would really eat during summer school, because a lot of times I just sat and ate with the kids. So so these are just like a good snack to have during the day, and like during the summer I don't eat super heavy anyway. You know, it is so hot. But So I bought these like as a snack for during the day, and it's 4 each in here. And then I bought some strawberry cranberry honey nut for my salad topping today. I think I'm gonna eat like grilled chicken salad. I bought some coffee creamer. This just to supplement the protein shakes, because you guys know, I think I said in the video before, I use protein shakes as my coffee creamer, and especially in my iced coffee, I really like to use this as the creamer. But I put this in just so I don't use so much of this. Yeah, I just put a little bit of this in and then the creamer. And then sometimes I might not want this. It's a vanilla flavor. So if I don't want that, then I just use this. But I have been using this as my coffee creamer, and I love it. And then this is just regular powdered coffee creamer. And I bought a little, my brother usually buys the detergent for the household, but he probably won't go to the store till like tomorrow night or whatever. So I just bought a little one to get us over, because I got some laundry to do. And then I bought some spinach. This is my salad. I don't use like romaine and stuff like that. I just use this. I just use spinach as my salad base. And then I have bacon, because I'm making a broccoli salad for Thursday. We're going to my mom's, so I'm gonna make a broccoli salad. So this is what I bought the broccoli for, and the bacon. And I have the other ingredients already. I think I do. Yeah, I think I have the other ingredients already. So like cheese, I think goes in it. Some of the salad topper will go in there because it calls for like cranberries and walnuts. But I'll just probably use some of this. And then I bought the grilled chicken patties to, I can just make one of these and put it over a bit of spinach, and that'll be my salad with like the topping and then the salad dressing. Did I show you my ranch? I bought this ranch. And then I bought the Outshine bars, watermelon flavor. Just as like my treat in the evening. I usually have one of those. So yeah, that's all I got today. So I wasn't really like budgeting about it, because I knew I had $50 to spend, and also I knew that I didn't really need any like heavy hitting items like ground beef or pasta, like things like that. I have stuff to make dinners with, but I know like today I just want me a grilled chicken salad. I might eat one of these as a snack, and then an Outshine bar tonight before, like when I just settle in for the night after I wash dishes and stuff like that, and I'm just ready to settle in for the night. That's all. So anyway, that's what we doing today. I ain't really doing much else. I might be doing some laundry today, like just folding it up, putting it away. I need a dresser in my room because I have too many clothes. Like when all of my clothes are washed, I don't have a place to put everything. So I need to look into getting a dresser, like drawers in my room. Everything right now is in the closet. It's either hanging up or it's stacked on the shelf, and that's just, I can't find nothing. So I got to do something different. But anyway, that's all I'm doing today while I fold laundry and whatever. I'm going to binge watch Grey's Anatomy for the 30th time, and that's all we're doing. That's it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. You guys know I joined LinkedIn for some of you who watched my last video. So I joined LinkedIn as my social media of choice. I'm not using Instagram or Facebook. I mean, that's like personal, but like for Miss Financially Fit Day, like if I want to grow this as a business, I want to be in a business industry with like business leaders and things like that. So I definitely want to make connections over there. I mean, you guys are welcome to come over there and connect with me over there. But tomorrow, one of the young ladies that I follow, she's hosting like this online event. So I'll probably do that tomorrow, and that's at 11. And I think it's just for an hour. I don't know. But I'll pop on. I'll have you guys pop on when I pop on to that. I don't know how it's going to be set up, but it's not going to be like where my face or nothing will be on the screen, like a Zoom or anything like that. But yeah, I'll pop on when I pop in to join that. So anyhow, I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Personal passion and your strength. Not only can you help others, you can also help to uplift yourself and give yourself a lot more opportunities and help the community at the same time. Drop a money emoji in the chat if you've ever wondered about how to turn your expertise into influence. If you're thinking about, hey, you know what, I know some stuff, but I'm not sure how that would work or what does that mean. Go ahead and drop an emoji in the chat. Yeah, drop the money emojis and let us know. See that emoji? The money sign, the dollars are flying. We want to keep them right here. So let's talk about that. And I want to tell you a little bit about, I like the one with the tongue hanging out, like, oh, give me money. I want to tell you a little bit more about Constance. She's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to explain exactly just her background and her passion about this topic.
Hey y'all, it's Tuesday and I just got done watching that webinar that I told you guys about yesterday, and it was called, From Expertise to Exposure, Turning Financial Wisdom into Influence. And so because I am a financial-tainment content creator, I thought that would be good, and it was really good. It was so packed with gems. And I was able to get into that webinar because I joined LinkedIn, and so some of my connections, I made connections through other connections, and so I came across this webinar, and so I went to it today. It was 11 to 12. It was just 1 hour, but it was so packed. It felt like it was a couple hours. So now it's lunchtime. I have my chicken breast in the oven. I'm going to make my salad bed. Camera goes off, but a couple of takeaways I got from that webinar is to be intentional about where I want to go, right? I have to be clear about where I want to go, and then I need to forge an intentional path to get there. And so, because I could say I want a lot of things, but what am I actually doing? How am I actually putting one foot in front of the other to get there? You know what I mean? So yes, I do want to pay off my car this year. I want to save $11,000 in the next year. It's my 6 months of savings or 6 months of expenses or whatever. And then I also want to get into real estate investing and things like that. Those are things that y'all have heard me say before, but I have to just be more clear and intentional about it, regardless of what other people think about it. You know what I mean? And not make yourself smaller because other people don't think what you have to say or what you have to offer is important. So I thought that was a good message. And another takeaway I got was, as a content creator, to be intentional about the message that I'm putting out there. And so y'all know I have fun, y'all. I have fun. It's fun, but you guys know at the end of the day it's about budgeting and financial planning for low income earners, because that's what I am. So, but anyway, it was really good. And so I just from that, I had listened to this podcast not too long ago. I think it was on Saturday that I watched this podcast. It was called Victorious Living Solutions, and Dr. Nakia Young, she did an episode entitled Quarter Two Closeout. Now, I watch her because she's my actual friend, and I know her in person, and so I watch all of their videos. But her podcast is called Victorious Living Solutions here on YouTube, and I'll put this specific episode down in the description. But it was called Quarter Two Closeout. And so I'm a person who likes to set goals all the time, but usually I'll do it at the end of the year. I'll start planning them in November, and then at the beginning of the year I have this set of goals I want to have accomplished by the end of the year. But I never thought about breaking down the things that I want to do into quarters, right? So not only do I want to have accomplished this at the end of the year, but I have these mini goals that are going to help me kind of get there throughout the year. And so she was doing a quarter two recap or breakdown, and just going over what she had accomplished during quarter two, what she still needs to work on because she didn't quite get where she wanted to be in quarter two. So now it's quarter three is July to September, and so we're in quarter three. So now I'm going to utilize quarter three to my understanding of how the quarters work, right? And so and what I can accomplish during quarter three. And so right now I made a plan for July, August, September, getting these things accomplished in quarter three, and hopefully those quarter three goals set me up for quarter four, which will set me up for where I wanted to be by the end of this year, right? And that's in any area of my life. So some of my quarter three goals include registering for and starting classes. So I did fill out the form. I'm just waiting for them to get back to me to let me know what classes I need to sign up for and to pay. So I don't start until August. Oops. All right, sorry, my timer went off, and so it stopped my recording. But I don't start classes until August 18th, and so I presume that sometime before that, they're going to get back to me about classes and registration and all that stuff like that. And also, like my YouTube earnings, how much I plan to earn each month. I have goals for that. And then also my quarter three goals are like growing my LinkedIn connections. And so I don't remember what actually spurred me on to join LinkedIn. I just did it, I think, Saturday. And my quarter three goals was to make 10 connections. So you can follow people, or you can connect with people, and you can connect with people, but the connection has to be like mutual. Like you can request to connect with them, and they have to accept that request and say they want to request with you. And I like that that platform because, hold on. Okay. I had to turn over my chicken. So I don't remember like what made me decide LinkedIn, but because after listening to that podcast about the quarter two closeout, I definitely wanted to start thinking about like my personal brand in terms of business, right? Because it's like being a content creator is just one stream of income that I want to utilize as somebody who wants to retire early, right? And so I need to start thinking of it in terms of business, right? Like if they're paying me, like how can I kind of control how much I earn, how much and part of that I can control. I can control how much I upload, what I talk about, when I upload, like things like that. But I wasn't necessarily thinking about it in terms of business, right? And so I decided to use LinkedIn as my like business platform for Miss Financially Fit Bae brand, right? Like I ain't nobody yet, but I gotta start somewhere, right? I gotta start somewhere. And so I do like that because then it's like you're connecting with people who are also like developing their brand and like positioning themselves to earn more revenue and their expertise and things like that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of different from just like the Instagram or TikTok, whatever, where it's just like this fun platform, whatever, you just kind of do whatever. But I wanted it to be more like intentional. So right now, my places you can connect with me is YouTube and LinkedIn, and that LinkedIn link is in my channel bio. But also, I have interpreter licensure goals. You guys know I've talked about that. And then just my getting back to running goals. So today, my knee actually feels like better than it has in months. So I might, so hopefully I can get back to running maybe next week. And I'm not even going to put a lot on it. It might just be a half mile, like today, tonight, or this evening, whenever it gets a little bit cooler. It's like 116 right now. Maybe when it gets a little bit cooler outside, I'll walk to the Dairy Queen. It's a half mile there and a half mile back, so it'll be a mile walk. And so I might do that and bring y'all with me just to get like a soft serve cone or something like that. But I might walk just because I haven't been walking around because summer school was over, so I've been able to rest, and so maybe that's helped it. I certainly don't want to aggravate it. It felt good yesterday as well. It felt good this week, and so that's why I'm okay with like testing it out. I'm not gonna run, I'm just gonna walk, and so maybe next week I can get into some run walking. We'll see. And it might not even be a lot. It might be a run walk to the dairy. Sorry, y'all, I'm out. I keep starting to stop there. I don't remember what I was talking about, but maybe I was talking about LinkedIn. I don't even remember what I was talking about. But just know that during my low income week here, over here on this channel, like before I go back to work, because I think I have the rest of this week and one more week home. Yeah, so I have this week and the rest of this week at home to like get a lot of stuff in place so that when I go back to work, it won't be as hard to keep doing the things that I'm doing. And so the reason why I'm sticking with like YouTube and LinkedIn is because I don't want to manage 6 different like social media accounts. I don't want to do it. I don't have the capacity to do it. I don't want to do it. It's not fun to me. So also I'm going to start like, I don't know. So most of my posting, like my posting is going to be like on YouTube and LinkedIn. So if you want to connect with me over there, you can. But anyway, those are my Q3 goals. And I'm going to link that Q2 closeout in my description so that you can check it out. But it really got me thinking about like my personal goals, like in a shorter time frame, because if I want to be at a certain place at the end of the year, then I gotta like do something intentionally like all the time to like help me get there, you know what I mean? And I wasn't gonna tell y'all this, but all my Q3 goals is going on a date. Now who he is and where I'm gonna get him from, I don't know, but I will keep y'all updated. I will keep y'all updated on where it's from. So where it's from, how we meet, how we met, how we getting there, how we going out. So anyway, so yeah, so tonight I'm going to log in to maybe I'll go walk to Dairy Queen first and get the ice cream, just to give my knee like some exercise or whatever. And then tonight at 7:30 is my church's. We have a business ministry, and so I am part of that. And so the second Tuesday of every month we meet online. I think we're going to meet together in person again in October, but we're going to meet online tonight at 7:30. I think it's for an hour, so I'm gonna log into that at 7:30 for our business ministry. So one thing about being a low income earner is I don't want to stay here. I'm not trying to stay here. And so whatever nuggets and knowledge I can get, I'm going to gather, because knowledge is power. You can turn knowledge into revenue. And so that's what we're doing. So we ain't trying to stay low income. So y'all are here watching me do it. Watch me listen. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Anybody. Because I am a regular person. Regular. So anyway, I will pop back in probably on my walk to Dairy Queen, or not if my, when I hop onto like our business ministry meeting tonight. So I'll see y'all later. Hey y'all, it is Wednesday. I was gonna go do my walk last night to Dairy Queen, but it was raining. It started raining, y'all. So it was like raining off and on for the rest of the night. And then I did go to my business ministry meeting, but I wanted to lay on the couch. So I didn't record it. I wanted to lay on the couch. And then this morning I went to, so first I'm walking to Dairy Queen right now. It's a half mile there, half mile back, because my knee is feeling really good today. So I just want to get back into it, starting slow. So we just gonna walk, get us a soft serve, honey. Get us a soft serve. Why am I gonna walk and work out and then eat ice cream? Because it's just one of them days. That's what I'm doing today. That's what I'm doing today, honey. So, so this morning I went to, or online, like I went to another webinar from LinkedIn, and it was called From Crickets to Confidence. And it was really good. Morning. It was called From Crickets to Confidence, and it was about content creators. It was female content creators. I think it was 6 of them. And it was how they got started, how they started being confident when creating content. And it's really good because I feel like a lot of times as a small content creator, I feel like I see people like doing super well, and I forget that they had to start somewhere. Like they probably like started at 0 like I did, you know what I mean? And so I'm just like, so it was good to like hear their stories and like how they grew their channel, what they talked about, and different things like that. And so that was really good. That to me is such a bonus for being on LinkedIn, like all these free webinars and things like that. And a lot of the women are like, they've like written books and things like that. So, but yeah, we're just out here. It's not super hot. It's around noon. It's like noonish or 12:30ish or something like that. But so yeah, so you guys, I know like there's a lot of y'all that watch me that are either like small content creators or you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel. I would do it. And let me tell you why I started a YouTube channel. So first and foremost, I wanted to document my budgeting journey, my debt-free journey. Of course, I wanted to do that because I wanted some type of accountability, because you know when you go online and say something, there's always going to be somebody coming back like, oh, I thought you said, all that stuff, right? So I needed that. So that's why I started. And also, I wanted to find a way to like generate income without spending money to do it. Because I am like the queen, maybe not the queen, the princess of starting like small businesses. You guys, I feel like I'm an entrepreneur at heart, but I have not been successful. So back in the day, I don't even know what year it was. It had to be like 2014-ish, maybe. I tried to start a company called Matchpoint Racquetball. I don't know. I think I wanted to. Oh, yeah. So I always like kind of start a business and then I do like an event or something like that. So good morning. So I started Matchpoint Racquetball, and at the time I was this avid racquetball player. Was I good? No, that's not what that meant. It don't mean I was good, but I played all the time. I was in racquetball leagues. I took lessons, y'all. I really loved playing racquetball. It was so fun. I retired after like 10 years of playing, but it was so fun. But I started Matchpoint Racquetball, and what I was doing was hosting like these camps for kids to play racquetball. And and it was so funny. And so I was able to, so where I was taking lessons at was this golf course. It was like a golf course and like a country club in one, and that's where I was taking lessons. And so when I told them that I wanted to host this camp for kids, they gave me like the courts for free. They let me do the courts for free. And I don't even remember, I don't even remember if I charged for it. I don't know. But I don't know. But I had a lot of kids. A lot of kids showed up, and then I like recruited my friends who didn't even play racquetball. Never even held a racket in their hand. But neither had the kids, right? So I just taught my friends and her kids. And so I taught them how to do it, like just teach them how to hit the ball. Because with little kids, it's really about hand-eye coordination. Like that's really the first skill they're about to learn. So we did that. And it was so fun. And then after that, so I did that camp for kids. And then I hosted like a racquetball tournament there too. And I think they also gave me that for free. Because I think I hosted the tournament to pay for the kids to play racquetball. I think that's what I did. But it was super fun, right? But I didn't keep it going. I eventually like retired from playing racquetball because it's expensive. And then a lot of the gyms like LA Fitness and stuff, they started getting rid of their court. So I always had to like go further and further out to find somewhere to play. The leagues cost money. It cost me so much gas money to get back and forth. The tournaments cost money. And so I just decided to retire. And then that's when I got into running. Then when I started running, I am a jogger at best. I'm not even like a runner. And today, I'm a walker. Let's just get that situated. I'm a runner. I'm a walker today. So while I had started running, so I like events. I feel like that's my takeaway. I really enjoy the event of a thing. So even if I just jog and walk or whatever, I still like signing up for 5Ks and half marathons, stuff like that, because I just like the event. I like the people. I like the behind the scenes. I like all the things that go into making an event, but it's expensive. It's expensive. So after Match Point Racquetball, I started Series 31 Running Company. And what I was doing, I was hosting, like, okay, so the idea was to host virtual races. So it was called Series 31. It was called Series 31 because it was based on the characteristics from the Proverbs 31 woman. And so the idea was to have 3 virtual races. There was a 5K, a 10K, and then like maybe an 8K or half marathon or whatever, but it was like progressive. So you would do the 5K first, and then the 10K, and then the half, and then you would get like a ultimate, like, and for each one of those races you would get a medal, but if you did all 3 you would get like this ultimate medal, because I'm extra, that's why. And so I did the first one, and I'll show y'all the medal when I get home, because I designed the medal, I had it made, but let me tell you, it is expensive. And so you try to keep the cost down so that people will do it. And I still might do it. Like I was going to host like a virtual race this year for my 50th birthday, but then I was injured. And so I was like, and I hadn't been posting. And do y'all even like running, child? So it was Series 31. And so the first one, I think the characteristics were capable, precious, and something else. I don't know. I'll have to show y'all the medal when I get back home. But so I did that first one, and I really liked the planning of it. It was like a Facebook event, and people could sign up for it. And I did all the marketing I knew to do. You know what I mean? I don't remember how many people signed up for it, but I think I ordered 100 medals, but I didn't use them all. So I don't know how many signed up for it. But I feel like if I just keep going, because I know like the first time, like if nobody knows who I am or this is something new, they're not going to sign up for it right away. But the goal should have been to, like, those people that signed up for it get testimonials. Like, what did you like about it? How was the experience or whatever? Because even though it was a virtual, it was still like fun. I still wanted it to be like interactive. Like I created a Facebook group for us to talk about our race, blah, 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 all this. But anyway, I didn't stick with it. So Series 31 went away. And most of them went away because they're super expensive. So then after Series 31 Running Company, I had this idea that I wanted to host this, like a live race. And I actually did it in like 2023, I think. I think in 2023, I hosted, matter of fact, it was at this park, child. It was at this park. I knew I wanted to be close to home in case I forgot something and I would have to run home and get it or whatever. And because I'm so far out in the suburbs, they let me do it for free. You know what I mean? I only had to like pay for like insurance or something, but at the end of the day, it was like free. I didn't have to pay for no kind of permit. Like it was like all these streets, and it was like back up in the neighborhood. I don't have a video about that, but it would have been on my other channel that I deleted. My other channel was called Joy Runs a Marathon. But I deleted it. But it was all my race and everything was on there. But I did finally host a race, and it was under my most recent small business endeavor called Shakeout Miles Running Company. And I hosted it, and it was so fun. It was super fun. It was super fun, let me tell you. Ooh, let me go across the street. Ooh, I'm running and I'm not hurting, y'all. Ooh. But it was super fun. And so I realized I like the planning of the event and like running the event on the day, because it was so fun. And I'm not saying that I won't get back into it. I think the next thing I'll do is probably host like a virtual race or something like that. I made it, y'all. I made it to Dairy Queen. Let me order something. But I think I might do a virtual race or something. This shade feels so good. Oh my gosh. But I've made it. I didn't even wear my watch to make sure but I know it's a half mile. Let me order. Hold on, y'all. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
My reward for getting out here. I'm just kidding. Food is not a reward, child. It's not a reward. But I still might go back and do something with Shakeout Mouse Running Company. I do like it. I do like the event of it. But the thing about it is I need to do something consistently, like to keep my name out there. You know what I mean? Because I've been doing all these things and then I'll take time off. Oh, the kids got camp today or something. Look at them. Oh, cute. I walk on the other side so they don't have to walk around me. Did I walk the whole way? I think I walked in the street the whole way. Oh, people like, move, girl. So I said all that to say, I had spent so much money over the years trying to host these events and put on these events. And you know, the first time you do stuff like that, you're not making any money, right? You're spending money like on ads and like the medals and the t-shirts and all the stuff, like the website hosting, like all this stuff. Spending so much money on that. And I'm not making any money. And I didn't have like a surplus of money to, like, I should have probably gotten the money first and then designed the event around, like, based on the budget that I had. You know what I mean? But with running this like live event, this live race, I realized that I needed help, and I didn't have help. I was just doing it all myself. I needed somebody who could like dedicate themselves to like going out and getting sponsorships. I needed somebody being dedicated to like marketing so that I can kind of design the kind of event that I wanted. And like on the day of the event, I did have friends help me. Listen, God always come through. He know what I need before I need it. And like the event went off without a hitch. It was super fun. Like people were contacting me like, are you doing it again? Are you doing it again? And we raised money for this school right here. We gave them a check for $2,000. That was like our, like we were running to like raise money for the school. So we gave them $2,000. But I was broke. I was so broke. It took me the rest of the year to just break even. But that's when I learned about like writing things off. So the year after that race, when I went to go file my taxes, my accountant is a runner, and I didn't know that. And so the 1099s that I got from the running, it's like a running I guess website builder, like where people, like if you host races, that's a really popular site to use, and you don't pay anything to use it. It's just fees collected like when the people pay. So when I presented those 1099s with my W-2s and stuff like that, my accountant was like, well, he was like, where are these from? And so I told him that I like hosted this race and all this stuff. He was like, oh. And he was like, well, how much money did you spend? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, listen, he's like, I'm a runner. He's like, I know t-shirts cost money, medals cost money, all this stuff. And I can show y'all the medals that I created for the different events when I get home. But he was like, I know this stuff costs money. I was like, yeah. So I happened to have like a record of all the receipts. Like I had saved them, like in one of my email, like I had made an email file and saved them all. And he was like, oh yeah, how much did you spend? Listen, that's when I realized I'm about to become the write-off queen. I wrote off everything, the medals, the t-shirts, the insurance, everything I needed to run that race. Everything I spent money on, I spent money on. Like, I didn't get like, what do you call it? Like monetary. I didn't get monetary. Oops, this is melting. I didn't get monetary support, but I did get like some in-kind support from like Athletico. Y'all know that's a PT place. If it looks sloppy, don't say nothing. I see bird eggs cracked on the ground. I don't know why. So anyway, I said all that to say, if you want to start something that doesn't cost you any money, and all of those, I call them failures, but like all those endeavors led me to start a YouTube channel that I didn't have to spend any money for. It don't cost no money to start YouTube. You just got to have something to talk about. It don't cost no money. And so I was using my Android phone, and I remember before I started, and so the reason why I felt like it's something I want to do is because I knew people in person, like my friend Stephanie, she has a YouTube channel, and Amber. Those were the two that I knew of, like at my church, that had YouTube channels. And I'm like, oh, they just like being themselves and blah, 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 whatever. And so I was watching their channels, and then I started like making practice videos just to get used to how do I record, like how do I do it, like what, like, because you know, like you can change like the, I guess, ratio. It can be a square, or it could be like long like it is on YouTube, you know what I mean? Or you could do it like this, which, you know what I mean, for shorts and stuff like that. So I needed to like just figure out how to record. That's what I was doing. And then I had started my first YouTube channel called Joy Runs Marathon, and I didn't really get a lot of traction on it, but it got me comfortable like in front of the camera. I should have left it up, but I didn't. I wasn't real consistent over there. I can't say it didn't work because I wasn't super consistent. And also I think vlogs are just a harder style to, it's a harder style to get popping quickly. So yeah. So then I decided, when I wanted to get my finances in order, I was like, I should record this and just put it up. And I had no idea that people were going to like it and watch it. No idea. Had no idea. So that's how we ended up here. And so I said all that to say, like, if you want to start a YouTube channel, just do it. Oh, you guys, my storage ran out. So I had to come home and delete apps. But the ice cream was good. And what was I saying? I'm all sweaty. I was saying that, yes, so if you want to like start a YouTube channel, just do it. Just do it. It don't cost no money. Speaking of YouTube, I'm gonna have to see how I can get like extra storage for my phone. Like, I don't know if that's something like, I don't know. But my other phone, I was able to like get this card, this SD card that I put inside my phone, but the iPhone, I don't think you can open like that I know of. I don't think you can open like that and like put a new card in. So I'll see. I have to look into it, but I can write it off, honey. We'll write it off. So anyway, I signed up for this YouTube 3-day workshop, and it's July 23rd, 24th, and 25th. I am not like sponsoring it or anything like that, but I've done this. I usually do one of these in the summer. I did it last summer. It's like a 3-day workshop hosted by Think Media and Sean Cannell. And it's like, parts of it are pre-recorded and parts of it are not. But like if you want to start a YouTube channel, like it's free, you can sign up for it. And I'll put the link in the description. I believe I should be able to. But I heard about it on LinkedIn, and I'm sure he's talking about it on his channel, but yeah, so I signed up for that, for a 3-day workshop. And so that's like the weekend, like it's like a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday before I go back to work for Merchant Band. And so, yeah, so it's going to be super good. Like, it's for like beginners, like if you're starting a YouTube channel, but I think it's always good to like have a refresher, because sometimes when you feel like you've been successful, like straying away from what you're doing, like how to stray away, like how I tried to like add running content over here. I don't know that it wasn't successful But then the only reason I didn't keep doing it is because I got injured, but that doesn't mean I don't want to do it. So just for me, it's finding out how to integrate that type of content over here. It's in lieu of starting a new channel. I could start a new channel, but so anyhow, that's all for today. Like, that's all for this vlog, you guys. So today I just have a lot to do. Oh, I meant to tell you guys, I ordered a dresser. I was talking about a dresser, like I needed a dresser. So I did order one, and it costs, I ordered it from Walmart, and it costs $119. It's free delivery. I just knew I couldn't go to Walmart and put in the car and stuff by myself. I didn't know if it would fit in the car. So I did order from Walmart. It'll be here next week, Tuesday. And I'm paying for it because my birthday is coming up on the 11th. And so I know the money that my brothers give me will cover that expense. It was only $119, so I needed something because I have, and the reason why I ordered it now is because I have to get things in order before I go back to work. And I thought I only had one more week after this, but I think I have 2 more weeks after this because we go back on like the 28th of July. Let me see, I got my calendar right here. Yep, I go back on the 28th. So I have the rest of this week. Today's the 9th, my brother's birthday. Happy birthday. I have the rest of this week, and then I have 2 more weeks. So in that time, there is just a lot of household things like that I want to get done around here. I want to shampoo the carpet. I was hoping to like paint our bathroom. I didn't tell my brother that. I don't know. And then just, I don't know, just deep clean, just get stuff done so I don't have to like try to work from 9 to 4 out in the sun and then try to come home and do stuff. I know when I come home, I'm gonna want to come home and go to sleep or just lay down and binge watch something. Speaking of binge watching, I'm still binge watching Grey's Anatomy. And tonight I have a workshop for interpreting. So as an interpreter in Illinois, I'm sure anywhere, you have to get so many professional development hours throughout the year. And so I signed up for this 6-week workshop, and the workshop was about like how to prepare for the test that I just took. And the reason why I had signed up for this workshop before I knew that my teacher was going to get a grant to pay for the test. And so the grant people wanted everybody to be done in June. So that's why I ended up taking the test before I took this prep class. Now, I've taken the prep class before, but I wanted to take it again just to make sure like I was doing all the right things. But nonetheless, it gets me my professional development hours for the year. So it's every Wednesday starting last Wednesday. So it started last Wednesday. So it's every Wednesday night from 6 to 9 until August 6th. That's the last day. That is also the day that we go to our orientation to kick off the school year. Anyway, that's all for this vlog because I got to figure out how to get some more storage for this phone. I just deleted my Instagram app and my Facebook app to give myself more storage. So I don't know if it's something physical I can buy, but I'm gonna research that and then see. But anyhow, thanks for watching this vlog that 60% of y'all wanted. I'll see y'all next time. Y'all, I forgot to show you the medals. Let's go. Let's show you the medals. All right, you guys. So this is the medal that I designed for the Proverbs 31, like series 31 running. So it's I am virtuous, capable, and precious. That was the first medal. The next one was going to be like 3 more traits. And then the third one was going to be 3 more traits, like traits from Proverbs 31. So I designed that one. Like it's, yeah, I like it. I like it. See the ribbon? And then I designed, where's my other one? I designed, this one was for the live race. It was called Rock the Block 5K Shakeout and Kids Fun Run. The company was Shakeout Miles. That's it right there. That's the ribbon. I got these made in China, so, because it was cheaper, but some, like I didn't like this part. Like how they sewed it together. Like here it's just like a continuous ribbon. I didn't like how they sewed it together. Nobody complained about it, but just me being the business owner, I didn't want to put that product out. Yeah, I think those are all the medals that I created, that I have still, because medals are expensive. But anyway, catch y'all next time.